Welcome to the Clean Swell tutorial. So this is the home screen of the Clean Swell app, and this is after you've logged into your account already. So you can see that it says Welcome Explore, because Explore is my first name in my Explore Ecology account. If you want to switch users, you can click on that button right there, and it'll log you out and let you switch. So this home screen shows you a lot of different information, but just generally the CleanSwell app was produced by Ocean Conservancy, which is the text at the top left corner of your screen. And they are a nonprofit organization that their mission is to protect the health of the ocean. And you can also see that it says in partnership with California Coastal Commission. So that is the agency, the state agency that runs Coastal Cleanup Day every year. And also you can scroll down and check out more details about CleanSwell, the app itself, as well as Ocean Conservancy and California Coastal Commission. So depending on where you are using the app, the partnership or the partner will change based on the region. So since we are in California, this is the Coastal Cleanup Day partner, and you can check out more about them as well as their website. Then you can go back, and the last thing on this home screen is the most recent badge that you've earned. So I have done 50 cleanups, so I got the quartermaster badge, and we'll talk more about badges later, but this is just a cool little thing that you can tell your friends about. So when you want to start collecting your trash on one of the Saturdays or throughout the month, you will hit the big blue button right there, start collecting. You want to fill out whatever date you're doing it, number of people, and kids are included in that, so make sure that you're including everybody that's participating in the cleanup. And then for group name, I'll go back to that in a second because it's pretty important. So type of cleanup, most likely you'll be doing land. Maybe you might do underwater, or maybe you're on a boat, but we're going to stick with land for now. So back to group name. This is very important because this helps filter the database so that we can see people who have specifically cleaned up in Santa Barbara County during Coastal Cleanup Month. So all of the data from CleanSwell goes into a global database that the Ocean Conservancy has created, and any user can go into that database and view reports from any location, any date, but the group name really helps filter down that data and make sure that we are finding exactly the people who have cleaned up for Coastal Cleanup Day in Santa Barbara County. So I just put test, but we want you to put Explore Ecology as the group name so that we know you are cleaning up specifically in Santa Barbara County for Coastal Cleanup Month, and we can collect that data and use it to present that later on once the month is over. So please use this exact name with 2 capital E's and a space in between as your group name. And for now, I'm going to put test so that it doesn't mess up anything in the database. So you can start your collection. This is the collection screen, and as you can see, we have all of the different items that are most commonly found when people are doing cleanups. Now, the Ocean Conservancy has recommended that if you are cleaning up on your own, it's probably not best to use the app during your cleanup because you are trying to juggle maybe a bucket or a bag, your phone, your gloves, the trash. And especially now, we want to make sure that people are safe and not contaminating their phone with trash. So if you are cleaning up on your own, you can collect the trash, bring it back to wherever you are, and then sit down with your phone and just count all of the pieces. They will be making a screen, I think, in a month that is specifically for Coastal Cleanup Month that will allow you to go in and put in just the number of bags that you found and just very basic data in case you didn't remember to specifically put in the items. But if you are in a group, so for example, you're cleaning up with your household, you can assign one person to be the data collector, and their job will be to count each item as people call it out. And this is a really important job because, again, all of this data goes to a global database where they actually use the data to create important pieces of legislation to reduce plastics. So it is very, very important that we are collecting accurate data. Okay, so let's imagine that we were going on a cleanup. So maybe I found a couple of cigarette butts, a glass bottle, a few straws. Now imagine that you found, a handful of plastic pieces. So what I just did there is I clicked on that button and I held down, and this dialog box pops up. And instead of having to tap the button, 20 times, you can instead write in 20. It'll automatically do that for you. Again, you're just finding different things, different items. If you accidentally click on an item, you can scroll down and click on this gray button right here. Oops. And that will make everything go red so that you can maybe take away a foam container, right? So maybe I accidentally hit it, and instead of finding 3, I actually found 2. So I took that away. And maybe I accidentally hit a straw, hit the straw button. Instead of finding 2, I actually found 1. So take that away. And then you can continue cleaning up. Now at the top right corner, you'll see a camera icon. This is so that you can take pictures of any trash that you're finding. If you want to take a selfie of your group cleaning up, that would be great too. And you can have the option of deciding whether or not to share this privately with Ocean Conservancy. So share your photo only with them. Or you can share it on your social media or with anybody you choose. So it'll save to your camera roll on your phone. So that's a great option to kind of share with other people that you're doing these cleanups. And then if you're done cleaning up, again, you can just check that your group name is correct. And that's about it. So done collecting. Now, the minimum amount of minutes that it will automatically populate in this area is 5 minutes. But, imagine that you were going out at 9 a.m. on September 5th and you did the whole 3 hours. So you can put that in, and maybe you only did 15 minutes. That's great too. So you can change that to make it more accurate, but it will continue to count for you. Now the total pounds collected is again something that is automatically populated, and this is because the Ocean Conservancy did a test to find the average weight of each item that is on that homepage. So they wanted to make sure that, people that didn't have scales or, luggage scales at home, people that weren't able to weigh their own trash, they still had an estimate of the total pounds collected. So this is something that you can change as well. So if you know that you found a piece of trash that isn't in that home screen, that isn't in one of those categories, and maybe it weighs a little bit more. So for example, at the beach, we would always find lobster pots, right? And those are like 50 pounds. So you could type in 52 pounds or something like that. But let's stay with 2 pounds. You can also put in your comments. So anything that you want Ocean Conservancy to know when this is submitted to the database. For example, items of local concern like disposable masks or gloves or e-cigarettes, anything that you found, interesting to report, or any unusual items, like if you found a big dryer, you could report that. So that is there for you as well. And then again, you have the opportunity to continue to write the date, number of people, etc., just to make sure that that is all correct. If you decided that, maybe I'm going to keep on going or I need to edit something, you can go back to that screen and it's saved your data. So for example, if you found trash that isn't in one of these categories, you would select other trash right here. And it would update for you as well. So then you can submit your data. So this dialog box will pop up, and then once it transfers over to that new screen, you can just hit OK. So it'll say exactly how many pieces of trash you found, as well as how many cleanups you've done in your total history of using CleanSwell. It gives you a great little fact right here that maybe you can share with people. And there are lots of things that you can do on this page. So you can hit share, and that will allow you to either share this to your social media like Facebook or Twitter, or you can choose which application you want to share it to. So if you want to message a friend or share it on Instagram, you can choose that first option. You can also see your cleanup history as well. So this takes you to, again, the total amount of cleanups you've done, your time spent cleaning up for today, and then the distance covered, the time spent cleaning up overall. And then you can also look at these badges that you were awarded for every kind of milestone that you had. So these were the badges I was mentioning earlier, and this is just a fun way to kind of share your achievements with friends and family or other people online and kind of challenge each other to get these different badges. So there are also more badges that are available that you can kind of look forward to, or past badges as well. So if you continue to share, you can also share your badges as well on social media. So again, you can look at specifically your pieces that you found overall, so your total cleanup history, total number of pieces that you found. You can look at your badges, lots of different stuff on that page. And again, if you ever need to change your password or look at your profile, change your name, you can go to profile as well under that little gear icon. But you can go back to the home screen, and if you want to continue with another collection or, come back for the second Saturday or the third or the fourth, you can continue with that. But you did a great job by submitting your data and making sure it goes to that global database, which is really important in creating legislation to reduce plastic use. So thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions about CleanSwell, you can always email Ocean Conservancy or contact us at Explore Ecology. You can email coastalcleanupday@exploreecology.org. Thanks.